Today I'm going to show you a complete beginner's guide of the Apple Watch. I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features allowing you to leave this video as an Apple Watch expert. Let's get started. Let's check out the box of the Apple Watch right here. You can see it says Apple Watch on the very front of it, and it is super clean and nothing on the side there, but on this other side we've got the carbon neutral logo. This nice green print right here. It looks great. You can configure your brand new Apple products and make them carbon neutral inside of the shopping carts, and this helps out the environment and makes sure that the products that they're creating are meeting their environmental goals. So they've got that nice little carbon neutral print right here on the side of the box because this product meets the carbon neutral standards. So Apple Watch is right here, and then on the back of it, they've got the back where you can open it up. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what it's like to unbox this Apple Watch and get set up with our new product. So we can go ahead and undo the packaging just by peeling off the sides here, and you can see the box begins to unfold just like this. You get this beautiful packaging right here. You've got logos and pictures of the Apple Watch and the materials and the bands, and here you're presented with your Apple Watch. This is the brand new pink color, and it's nice. It's got it embossed right here on the very front. On the back, we can go ahead and see the pull tabs in order to open up this product. And underneath, we've got the matching band, which again is carbon neutral. So you can see the pull tabs to open this up. And we've got the Apple Watch band right here. So brand new colorway, brand new option for our Apple Watches. We can go ahead and see what else we have in the box. There's nothing else. We can move this packaging to the side and make our Apple Watch band and our Apple Watch center in front. So first off, we'll go ahead and open up the Apple Watch. I'll move the band over to the side. So you've got the picture of the Apple Watch on the front here, and on the back, you've got two pull tabs in order to open up this watch. So we'll go ahead and rip those off just like this. We'll rip that one off, and now we'll rip this one off. So you just give it a few shakes here and it opens up just like this. I'm going to move some of the packaging away and open up the box just like this. And we've got it right here. It says designed by Apple in California. You've got the Apple Watch on the left, and you've got this pull tab right here for all of the other things in the box. You can open it up, and you've got your Apple Watch charger, USB-C end on the other component, and then the Apple Watch charger. So we can go ahead and pull this open. You can rip that open and take out the Apple Watch charger out of the box just like that. And here we have it. So your Apple Watch charges, you set it right here. We'll demo this later in the video. You set it right on this puck right here, and then you plug this into your computer or your USB-C wall charger. And then here we have the Apple Watch itself. It's in this nice little packaging here. It matches the color. And we can go ahead and slide it out just by pushing it like this, and it comes right out of the packaging. So you just pull it out, and we've got the Apple Watch. So it's nice. You can see the new finish, the new colors right here on the Apple Watch itself. You've got the screen. Let's take a tour of the buttons. Right here, you've got the button to access your control center. Then you've got your digital crown that you can twist and press. And then those are the buttons on this Apple Watch. So let's go ahead and unbox the band and attach the band and see what that looks like. So I'll put this packaging over to the side here, and we'll bring in the Apple Watch band. So it's got a little pull tab right here. All you do is just pull, and it unfolds and allows you to open the band easily just like that. So we'll go ahead and take out the band here and just pull it up just like this. This piece comes out, and you can pull it out just like this. So now we've got access to the band, and we can attach this to our Apple Watch. And you may be wondering, how does this work? Well, this works through magnets. So in order to attach the band, you'll want to see which way you want to attach it. First, I like to pull the strap from the bottom here. So I'll go ahead and slide this band on. You'll see there are grooves right here on the side of the Apple Watch. And all you do is just slide the band in one of those grooves, and it magnetically attaches just like that. And then you can slide the other end in, and it magnetically attaches. And now one thing to keep in mind is whether you have it upside down or not. If you want to eject it, all you do is just press this button right here in the center. You hold that down, and that detaches the magnet, and then you just slide the band out. And you can just slide it out just like that. So you have to hold down this button right here, and then slide the band right out. So you can tell the difference between the top of the band and the bottom of the band because they have this imprint right here where it shows the size. So you'll want that facing down when you attach your band. And then you can also see when you pull your band out, you'll want this side to be on the back too. So we'll go ahead and fold this up. We'll want this side to be facing down because inside it has the sizing right there. So this is going to be facing down. And then we'll go ahead and slide that in right there. And then we'll slide the other component on the other end right here. And it slides in and magnetically attaches just like that. And now we have our Apple Watch band set up properly. So we can undo it and slide it down some, stick the Apple Watch on our hand, and then we can tighten it up. And just like that, we've got our Apple Watch installed. So that is a quick unboxing and a setup process of your Apple Watch. Now you can see the Apple Watch is on. All you have to do is just hold down your side button right here in order to turn the Apple Watch on, and it asks you to bring in your iPhone. So in order to use an Apple Watch, you will need an iPhone to set it up. All you have to do is bring your iPhone nearby and you can get access to the setup process. There is a watch app on your iPhone, so you can find that by looking for this icon right here where it shows the Apple Watch logo. You can swipe down just like this and set up, you can search for watch. We'll type in watch and it'll pop up just like that. So you can find the watch app that way, or you can swipe all the way over to your app library and type in watch, and the watch app will open up just like that. Now it asks, will you like the Apple Watch app to send notifications? You can hit allow, and then it says good afternoon. If you have an Apple Watch, you can pair it with your iPhone here, and all you have to do is just press the start pairing button. Now you can set up this Apple Watch for yourself or set it up for a family member. We're going to set it up for ourselves, and we'll just tap that button right there. Now it says hold the Apple Watch up to the camera. So you have to align it with this viewfinder. So we'll put the Apple Watch inside of the viewfinder, and you'll see this lovely mesh type of circle thing form, and it will pair and simultaneously show an animation at the same time. I think that is so neat, where it pairs the Apple Watch just like that. And that's how you set up your Apple Watch. So we'll go ahead and press the Set Up Apple Watch button. It's paired us successfully to the iPhone. And then we can go ahead. It says connecting your Apple Watch. This may take a moment. So I'll let that process. I'm going to clean the area here. And while this gets all the data connected to your Apple Watch and syncs everything, you'll be able to go through the setup process and make sure that all your apps, all your messages, your photos, everything that's in your iCloud is synced over to this process. And it's really nice. So it does say this may take a moment, so you'll have to wait patiently here as it wirelessly talks and connects to your Apple Watch. If you love to stay up to date with your latest iPhone, you're going to love to stay up to date with the latest 3-in-1 L-Gear charger that charges your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods all at the same time, just like this. Perfect for standby mode. If you set this on a nightstand, you can flip through all the different widgets on your iPhone standby mode, and it is beautiful. You can wirelessly charge your iPhone, your MagSafe compatible device here, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods, and you can get your very own 3-in-1 wireless charger. Get 15% off using the code AppFind. Click the link in the description to get your very own wireless 3-in-1 L-Gear charger. You can see right here that it has all the information about this Apple Watch right here on your screen. You can see designed by Apple in California, the size, and look, we've got terms and conditions now. So you'll need to agree to these in order to proceed, or you can decline them based off what you want to choose, and then you'll be able to set up your Apple Watch. So let's go ahead and hit the agree button and move forward in the next step of this process. So I'll hit agree, and now it wants us to set up a passcode on our Apple Watch. So this is important when you use features like Apple Pay, or if you have sensitive information like your messages or your photos or anything that you don't want people to see. It's highly important that you put a passcode on your Apple Watch. That way people cannot access your personal information. So if you ever lose your Apple Watch, or if someone opens your Apple Watch without you being nearby, if there's a passcode on it, you can protect that information. So Apple Watch locks when you take it off, and that's a really neat feature. So if anyone ever took it off while you are using it, it will immediately lock and they will not be able to get into it. So you can create a passcode or you can add a long passcode. So long passcode is more than 4 digits, and you can type that in, or you can create a standard passcode, which is 4 digits. Or you can not add a passcode at all at the very bottom there. Let's go ahead and create a passcode, and it's gonna ping your watch here, and we have to type in that passcode right here on our Apple Watch. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll go ahead and type in my passcode. It's gonna ask you to re-enter your passcode after you've typed in your passcode for the first time. It says re-enter passcode, so I'll do that off camera. And now I've successfully gone ahead and created a passcode for my watch. And we moved on to the next stage here, where it says, what do we want our text size to be? It can be bold, and we can adjust it. So we can turn on bold text. And one neat thing about this interface right here is it happens in real time. So if I turn off bold text, you can see the text unbolds itself right there on the watch itself. If I turn it on, it bolds it. If I turn it off, it unbolds it. So you can see this in real time as you're setting up your Apple Watch. I can go ahead, turn on bold text, and then I can adjust the size of this text. I'm going to see if I can get both of these in frame. So as I move up the size, you can see that it moves the size on the watch itself. So really cool that it updates the watch in real time as I use the setup process here. You can see that it updates in real time there. So we'll go ahead and turn off bold text for my use case here, and we'll keep it in the center here for the text size. So you can use your own preferences and set it up whether you want your text to be tiny or whether you want your text to be large. Or you can use the option here to set up later in the Apple Watch app at the very bottom. But since we like this setting, we'll go ahead and hit continue. And next up is shared settings. So Apple Watch shares the settings like the iPhone location services, the Find My iPhone, Siri, analytics and improvement, and you or just being notified of the shared settings. So the settings that you have on your iPhone will be shared to your Apple Watch, and this can be used for watch faces, or when you use your location in an app on your watch, it'll share that data between your iPhone and your Apple Watch. So you can go ahead and hit OK to know that information. And next up is personalized fitness. So you can come in here and it can set various different goals for you in the fitness app when you put in your personal information like your date of birth. So we can come in here and, I can go back. We can put in our date of birth, our sex, and then our height, and then our weight, and then if you have a wheelchair or not. If you have a wheelchair, your stand hours will switch over to your ability to move, how many scrolls you do on your wheelchair. So it's a really neat setting that it has. And it will calculate that movement in your wheelchair versus outside of your wheelchair. So you can come over here, you can set all your different health and fitness stats right here, and then hit the continue button, and then it will welcome you to activity on the Apple Watch. You've got 3 rings here. You've got the move ring, which detects how much you move and how many calories you're burning. Your exercise ring, which detects how many minutes of exercise you do a day. And then your stand ring, which detects how many times you're standing up a day in terms of hours, if you're standing up every hour or so. So the move ring is this outer one, that's the pink or red one. The green one is the exercise ring, and the blue one is the stand ring. So you've got great tools right here on your Apple Watch to track your health, your calories, and your activity. So we can go ahead and hit next to set this up. It recommends a daily move goal for us based off how active we are a day. We can hit the plus button to increase it or the minus button to decrease it. And then you can go ahead and change your move goal there, or set your move goal. So just hit next, hit change based off what you want your move goal to be, and then move on to the next one. So next up is your exercise goal. By default is set for 30 minutes a day. You can decrease that or you can increase it as usual there. So we'll go ahead and keep it 30 minutes a day, and we'll go ahead and set this exercise goal. And then next up is the daily stand goal. It's recommended to get up and move for at least a minute in each hour of your day. So you can set how many times you do that each hour in your day. And by default, it's set for 12. And of course, you can decrease that or increase it based off your settings and what you want for your health and fitness goals. So we'll go ahead and set this. And next up is workout route tracking. So when you use an Apple Watch workout, it will use your location to track your routes and the local weather and all the data for your Apple Watch. I'm going to go ahead and enable this, and it's going to move on to the next stage here. So enable route tracking. It will use our location to do that and collect data. So next up, we can get notifications about our health. So if we're in a loud environment, noise can let us know if it might affect our hearing. Cardio fitness, it can let us know when our cardio fitness is at a low level. It can let us know when our heart rate is low. And if our heart rate is low for at least 10 minutes, it'll let us know. Or if we have a high heart rate for at least 10 minutes. So these are helpful notifications to keep in mind that you can turn off or on right here on the screen to get started with your Apple Watch. So we'll go ahead and hit continue. And now it says, are you taking any of these heart medications? So you can go ahead and select these if you are. It says cardio fitness estimates can be affected by certain heart medications. So if you have any of these in mind, then you can select them, and then it'll know that when it's recommending your stats and your goals in the Apple Fitness app. So I'll go ahead and select I'm not taking any of these. We'll hit continue. And next up is the safety feature of the Apple Watch. Apple Watch can help out in an emergency. All you have to do is just hold the side button to call an emergency services and to notify your emergency contacts. If you've got fall detection, if you ever fall, it'll detect that fall and can reach out to your emergency contacts or the emergency services in order to get you support. It's got crash detection to call emergency services if it detects that you're in a car crash. And then backtrack, where you can record your route and go, backtrack in case you get lost. So super important safety features right here on your Apple Watch that you can set up. So we'll go ahead and hit the continue button, and then we'll move on to the next stage and see how we can get our Apple Watch set up. So we can take a look. It's still on our screen right here as the default screen showing all the stats of the Apple Watch. Next up is Apple Pay. It's really handy since your Apple Watch is typically unlocked while you're wearing it to automatically pull up Apple Pay and make secure payments just by double tapping the side button, and it makes it really easy. I highly recommend setting up Apple Pay. In this case, for the demo, since it's financial information, we're going to set this up later. And if you want to set it up, you just hit continue, enter in all of your banking information, and your Apple Pay stuff will be set up. But we'll set up later for that. And now we're in our Apple Watch. You can see hello. We'll go ahead and move on. We'll press the start button in a second, but I love taking a look at the setup screen as it is great. So welcome to Apple Watch. We can adjust our settings in the Apple Watch app. We can change our face galleries, our watch faces, and then set up Apple Watch apps right here in the Apple Watch app. So you can see right here we've got my faces and then all of our various different settings, which we'll explore all throughout this video. So it's a great way to come in here and get set up on the Apple Watch. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with the start button that says hello. And to see the watch face and to get started on your Apple Watch, you just press the start button and it brings us to learn how to navigate the Apple Watch. So you press the digital crown to see all your apps. So we'll go ahead and press that, and all of our apps pop open just like that. We can press the digital crown to return to our watch face, and it goes right back to our watch face just like that. We can press the side button right here, this button right there, to access and open Control Center. We press that and it opens up the Control Center, and we can play around in there. And then we can press the side button to close the Control Center. We press it and it goes away. Now we can turn the digital crown to see widgets. So widgets are really cool in the smart stackability. So we just turn the crown up and all of the widgets appear onto our screen, and we have been officially welcomed to Apple Watch. So this is a really neat setup right here that we have. We see all of our widgets right here on our Apple Watch. We can press the digital crown and go right back to our watch face, and we're presented with our Apple Watch. So that is the setup process right here of our Apple Watch. The first thing you should do when you get your Apple Watch is update it, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can make sure that your Apple Watch is on the latest software. All you have to do is just press the digital crown like I just did. The digital crown is this button right here. It rotates up and down. All you do is just give it one press and all of your apps show up. Now there are multiple ways to access your settings and to update. The first way is right here on your Apple Watch. You just head over to the settings icon, which is right here in the top right. You tap on settings, and then you scroll down to General, and then you tap on General. And then right here it says Software Update. You tap on Software Update, and it loads the latest version of the software. If you're on the latest version of the software, it'll say it's up to date and you're good to go. But we can see that there's one software update available for us, and we can hit this download and install button on our Apple Watch. But there are a couple things to keep in mind when you update your software on your Apple Watch. In order for this to be successful, you have to make sure your Apple Watch is connected to the charger. So you can see I've got my Apple Watch here connected to the charger, and it's allowed me to update my Apple Watch successfully. So it needs to be connected to the charger, and then it also needs to have at least 50% battery. So if we go into our Control Center, which we press this side button right here, and it opens up Control Center, and you can see what your battery percentage is right here on the top. It says it's at 84%. So in order to update your Apple Watch, you need to be at 50% or more, and your Apple Watch needs to be connected to the charger. And you just press the digital crown, you find the settings icon right here, and you tap on it. And of course, you go through the menu options that we went through before, General, Software Update, and then you scroll down and you've got this download and install option right here on your Apple Watch. Another way you can update your Apple Watch is using your iPhone. So if we unlock our iPhone, we can head over to the Watch app. So we looked at the Watch app earlier on our iPhone right here. We tap on it and it opens up to our Apple Watch. And we can go through those same commands to access the update. Under right here at the very bottom, it says My Watch. We'll tap on that. And then it says General. Right here I tap on General, and then at the very top I've got Software Update. I can tap on Software Update and it brings up the latest software. Now the same rules apply. You need to have at least 50% charge on your Apple Watch, and you need to make sure it's on the charger while you're updating. So our Apple Watch is on the charger right here. We can see that. I'm going to go ahead and press this download and install. It's going to ask for our passcode. We type in our passcode, and now it asks us to agree to the terms and service. We hit agree, and it starts downloading, and it shows estimating time remaining. So after this downloads, we'll be able to update to our latest software right here on the Apple Watch. And in this method, I'm using the iPhone to download the software to the watch. So it's downloading, about 40 seconds remaining. We'll go ahead and let this process, and as soon as it's downloaded successfully, we'll take a look at the download process on the watch and what that looks like when it installs the Watch OS software. You'll see that your Apple Watch begins to prepare to update, and a loading bar will come across as it does the preparing. And after this is done, it'll restart and resume with updating to the latest version of Watch OS. So you'll just have to make sure it's connected to a charger and that it continues to prepare and load. If you have any issues with it loading, you can try restarting your phone or restarting your watch, and all you have to do is make sure that it successfully prepares and loads all of the content on the watch in order for it to install the latest version of the watch operating system. So you'll see your Apple Watch restart, and a circle will appear around the Apple Watch and lines will fill up as the circle completes and the installation goes on, and then the Apple Watch will restart and you'll be up to date with the latest software. And of course you can check the Apple Watch app to see where you are, and you can see the Apple Watch is currently restarting and loading up the latest software as we speak. And it's really creative and cool that you can stay up to date with all the latest bug fixes and security enhancements after you install the latest software on your watch. Definitely something you should do as soon as you get your watch to be secure and safe and have all the latest features on your device. So as soon as the Apple Watch restarts, we'll be fully up to date on our software and we'll be good to go. Check out today's sponsor, Surfshark. You can use the link in the description and get Surfshark, a virtual private network, 24 months for just $2.49. It's a great way to protect your privacy and has a great application that you can install and get started today with a virtual private network on your devices. Use the link in the description and you get 24 months for just $2.49. After you've turned on your Apple Watch and successfully updated, you will get a notification with an update complete message. Your Apple Watch is now up to date, and you can go ahead and dismiss this or press the digital crown to head back over to your notification center or go to your home screen right here with the watch face. So you can see the watch face right now has some things around it. You got the clock, and then you've got all these things around it in the corners. Those are called complications on the watch, and you can modify them and modify things on your watch face by holding down. You can see when when your watch face goes to sleep here, this is what it looks like. The seconds stop counting and it creates kind of like a dimmed mode, but you can just tap on your watch and you can get access back to the watch face and the seconds start to count again. And this happens naturally when you flick your wrist the opposite way. It automatically goes into the dim mode, and then when you flick it right back around and you look at it, it wakes up automatically. So we can modify the things on our watch face by tapping the watch and then holding down on the watch face. And you can see here there is an edit button. I can come here and edit, and I can change the different colors here. I can use the digital crown to scroll up and down to change the colors. We can go to a midnight color or this red color. You see there's a ton of color options here. I like let's go with the orange color. We can scroll over to there and then tap on it. So we've got this orange color set up. I can swipe to the right, and now I can modify the complications. Complications are these little widgets in the top and bottom corners of the Apple Watch face. So I can tap right here on this complication. I can see it's set for activity. I'll go ahead and leave activity there. I can go ahead and tap on the right. I can see that it's set for temperature. I'll leave that one there. And then I can tap on the left one in the top right here. I can see that's set for UV index. I can scroll down. I can find another option here like wind. I can tap and put wind there, and now it's there in the top left. I can tap in the bottom and I see the energy for my current location is set. I can scroll down and we can select something like home or another option there, and now the home app is available. So you can modify whichever complications you are, hit the digital crown that saves them, and then tap on the watch face to get access. And you can see now the home app is there, the wind is there, the temperature is there, and activity is there right here on our watch face. Another cool thing you can do with the watch faces is you can add more than one. All you have to do is just tap and hold, and then you can swipe over to the right, and there's an option for a new watch face. You just press this new button and you can scroll down, and they've got dozens of watch faces here on your Apple Watch, and you can add whichever one that you want. We can check out some of the new watch faces. We can scroll down. I like the Snoopy one. You just press the add button and then it adds it. And now I can come in here and modify it as I want with the digital crown. I can change the style of it by moving up or down and selecting which number pattern I like the best. We'll go ahead with this pattern. I can swipe to the right and change the color. We can go ahead and select a color here. Let's go with Peppermint Patty. And then I can go ahead and swipe over that there are no other options available, so I can hit the digital crown to lock in those options, tap on it, and now I've got a brand new watch face right here on my Apple Watch. And I can switch between watch faces. If you have more than one favorite, you can wear them for the occasion. So you can go ahead and hold down on that Apple Watch and move right over to the one that you want to select. So this was our default Apple Watch favorite that we had here, and then we can hold down and go to our new favorite that we just created, the Snoopy with the Peppermint Patty green background. So on the Apple Watch, you can set multiple watch faces. You just hold down and you swipe over to the right and you hit the plus button and you can scroll down. You can see that they've got dozens of watch faces here that you can select. I love the liquid metal watch face. Right here we can add that, and then I can scroll down and use the digital crown to select which version that I want, whether I want gold or silver. We'll go with gold, and then I can swipe over. I can make it full screen or a circular option. I like the full screen, it covers everything, and there are no complications available. And then all we do is just hit the digital crown to lock in our settings here, and then we tap on the face, and now we've got this brand new watch face right here on our watch. And this looks stunning, the liquid metal. I love checking it out every time. If we turn away, if we don't look at the watch, it goes into its sleep mode, it dims, and then when we turn around, it wakes right back up, and it's beautiful. So it's very nice. It doesn't use a lot of battery life. It doesn't stay on. It doesn't keep moving around, so it definitely goes into the dim mode to conserve battery life. And then when you tap on it or you flick your wrist upwards, it automatically comes on, and you can see that effect. So this looks great, and then of course you can tap and hold and switch to whichever watch face that you want and make any modifications that you want on your Apple Watch. Now another cool factor here is you can do all of this in the Watch app on your phone. So if we bring in our iPhone to the video screen here and we unlock, we have all of our watch faces that we just created right here in the Watch app. And you may be wondering, how do we get to the Watch app again? It should be on your home screen, but if not, you can hit the search button and you can type in watch and then tap on watch. And now you're in the Watch app and you see it has all the settings that we just created right here on our Apple Watch, but now on our iPhone. This may be easier to modify on a bigger screen. If we want to come in, we can tap the Snoopy settings here and modify which color it is right here on our iPhone. And you can see all the various different colors they got. We can change it to the Lucy blue color here. We can see the different styles that they have. You can see them large and clear. You can tap on them. And when we make these changes, they happen live on the watch. And it's really neat because right now you can see that we have a different watch face. We don't have the Snoopy watch face on. But if we go ahead and hit set as current watch face, look what happens. It magically turns on Snoopy. And now when we flick the wrist up, all the settings we just created are right there. And all you have to do is just open the Watch app and you can make any modifications with this large screen. You can see all the complications, all the styles, all the colors, very clear. And it's much easier to navigate on the bigger screen than it is on the Apple Watch. If we take a look at complications, so this palette watch face right here, we can change the color of it. We can scroll down, we can select a different gradient like this one right here. And then complications are available on this watch, which are essentially widgets where we have the home app, the activity, the temperature. We can come over here and select complications right here in the Watch app on this setting here. So we can go up to the top left, which is wind. We can change it to voice memos. And then we can go to top right, change it to walkie-talkie. Bottom left, we can say mail. And then bottom right, we can say battery. And then all we have to do to set this watch face, I'm going to hit the set as current watch face button and you'll see it magically will update just like that on my Apple Watch. And now I have all of those settings. Now walkie-talkie would like to send notifications, so I can scroll down and it says walkie-talkie would like to send notifications. They may appear alerts. And I can hit continue, I can change this. And a new notification just pops up, the raise to speak. This allows you to use Siri just by lifting your hand up and you don't have to say the magic word like the hey in front of it or yell out Siri's name. All you have to do is just raise your wrist. I'll hit continue for that. And then we'll exit out. And then it goes back to the first notification that came in, the walkie-talkie, and we'll go ahead and hit allow. So if we use the walkie-talkie feature to talk to other people, we can get notifications when people try to talk to us. So we can check out all the new complications we just added using the iPhone and the Watch app on the iPhone. We've got the battery, we've got mail, we've got voice memos, and we've got the walkie-talkie in the top right. So really cool that you can come in here and modify all of your Apple Watch settings under the My Watch tab right here at the very bottom, and select all of your different faces right here and make any modifications that you need to right here on the Apple Watch app with a bigger screen and much easier to play with than it is if on the Apple Watch. If you're doing it on the Apple Watch, it's perfect if you're on the go or if you need to make a quick modification really quick, but it's also incredible that you can do this on the larger screen on your iPhone too. So that's how you add faces and make modifications and add different complication widgets on your Apple Watch. A fun way to customize it and personalize it and make it your very own watch with your unique style and your unique widgets as complications. So really fun feature to check out, something you can definitely do as soon as you get your Apple Watch. One of my favorite features is the ability to raise your wrist and speak to Siri. You don't have to say a command in front, it will just automatically start listening when you raise your wrist and start speaking. Let's take a look. What's the weather today? And just like that,
clear and 68 degrees.
It responds. Now you can also access Siri by using the digital crown right here. You just hold, what's the weather tomorrow?
Here's the weather tomorrow.
And it accesses Siri. So all you have to do is just hold down the digital crown, it'll start listening, you say your phrase, and then it will answer and respond. So you can also just raise your wrist and start speaking immediately and it will start listening. So one of my favorite features with the Apple Watch is making it really accessible, because sometimes you're not near HomePod or you're not near a device where you can speak to Siri. You don't have to hold down any button or say any phrase. It will just automatically start listening as you raise your wrist and speak closely to the microphone. So really cool feature that everyone should check out on their Apple Watch. Let's take a look at how we access the notification center on your Apple Watch. Anytime you get a notification on your iPhone, it will ping your Apple Watch and you'll be able to read that notification. All of those notifications are stored in Notification Center, which you access at the top. you just swipe down from the top, and then you get access to all the notifications that you've received on your iPhone and Apple Watch. We can see we've got an activity notification, the update complete notification, and what's new notification from the Tips application. You can tap on a notification and get more detail. You can see all the information from that notification, and then you can get rid of it by pressing the dismiss button just like that, and it removes it from your notification center. So whenever you get notifications, they are always stored in the notification center, and you access them by swiping up from the top or down from the top, and you get access to all the notifications just like that. So really cool that it mirrors your iPhone, and any notification that you get on your iPhone, it syncs right over to your Apple Watch. So you're always in sync, you're always being notified, and you can manage those on your Apple Watch or on your iPhone. You can swipe to delete them. You can come in here, if we have a notification and we want to get rid of it, we can swipe it, and then the X appears and it removes it. Or we can tap on it to receive more information and take action, like viewing it or opening that particular application. So really cool that you can access all your notifications right here on your iPhone. Next up is Control Center. So accessing Control Center, you just press your side button right here, you press it once, and it opens up Control Center. And there are a ton of options right here inside of Control Center. You can modify your Wi-Fi, you can turn that off or on just by pressing that button right there. You can ping your iPhone. If you've misplaced your iPhone, you can press this ping button and take a listen. And just like that, your iPhone starts to ping and a widget appears where you can find your phone. And the closer proximity that you get with your phone, it will appear right here. So we'll look for our phone, and then as soon as it gets near it, it checks it off just like that. But if our phone's far away, I pressed the mute button. Let's unmute ourselves, press the phone button. It's looking for a phone. It tells it that it's 4 feet away, but as I bring it in closer, you can see it's using a chip inside to detect when it gets close and when you find your phone, and then it disappears. So a really neat feature right here inside of the Apple Watch Control Center. You of course got your battery widget where you can tap on that and receive all your battery information, and even enter the low power mode. The low power mode allows it to save and conserve the most battery. If we tap on it, it'll tell you what will happen. So it turns off the always on display, and it limits the sensors and the Wi-Fi connections of your Apple Watch. Incoming notifications are delayed, and it turns off background heart rate measurements, heart rate notifications, blood oxygen measurements. So you can turn it on for a few minutes here, or a day, or 2 days, 3 days, or you can turn it on completely with the turn on button at the very bottom. So those are your battery options for low power mode, and of course you have your battery percentage right there. This mode is your silent mode. You just press it and all notifications will be silent. If you're going to the movie theater and you're in a meeting or you don't want to be notified with any notifications, you just turn on silent mode and you won't be bothered. Theater mode is specifically designed for the theater. It's got the masks right here, and this turns off your display. If we turn on theater mode, it will turn off your always on display. So it won't bother anyone that's in the theater because the Apple Watch always has the display on, but in theater mode, it turns off the display. And the only way to wake up the watch is by tapping it. And you can, of course, go back to Control Center by pressing the side button and then turn off theater mode just like that. But it's perfect when you're going into the theater. You want everything to be dark. You don't want your always on display. Even another trick to make the display go to sleep, you just put your hand over it and it goes to sleep just like this. If you get a phone call or notification and you want it to go away, you want it to stop making noise, you just cover your Apple Watch and it will mute that phone call. It will silence it. It'll always put it to sleep. So you can just press the digital crown or you can tap on the Apple Watch to wake it back up. But inside of theater mode, when you press the side button and get access to theater mode right here, it will turn off that display so it will not bother anyone in the theater. It'll also automatically turn on the silent mode right here too. So you won't get any notifications and your screen will be completely black. And the only way to wake it up is by tapping on it. Right here, you've got a walkie-talkie mode where you can add contacts in the walkie-talkie section and then send messages to people just by holding down a little walkie-talkie button. And we'll take a look at that app in a second. But you have to add people. They have to have an Apple Watch and you'll be able to talk to them. You've got a flashlight right here where you can swipe between different modes on the flashlight. Perfect for, moments where you need a lot of light and you don't have any light source. You can just use your Apple Watch. You can press the digital crown to exit. We can press the side button to get back and scroll down and see what other options we have. Right here's our focus modes. We can turn on Do Not Disturb. You can turn it on, turn it on for an hour or until this evening or until I leave. And that of course mutes your notifications and your silent switch. And depending on which focus setting you have on, it will apply all of those rules in that focus setting. So if you want to get calls from a certain person, you can turn on that specific feature in your iPhone settings. Next up is airplane mode. You can turn on airplane mode if you're going on a plane and you want to cut off all of your cellular connections to stay safe there. And then at the end, this watch is waterproof, and if you take a shower or you go and swimming and you get water inside of your phone speaker, you can eject it with the water eject button. You tap on it and then you press and hold the digital crown and it will eject all water inside of the speakers just like that. So those are the options that you have inside of your control center, and of course you can play around with those. You've got a ton more at the very bottom. You can press this edit button and add more and remove whichever ones you don't use often. So you can see here there's also an AirPlay widget that you can send music to your Bluetooth speakers or wireless speakers or TV speakers. You've got text size, and then you've got hearing. So tons of options inside of the control center that you can play around with right now on your watch as soon as you open it and get it started. Let's take a look at the activity and fitness app on your Apple Watch. To access all your apps, you press the digital crown button and all of them appear. You can see the fitness app is the one with the 3 circles, the red and green and blue circles there. You can tap on that once and your activity fitness app opens up. And you can take a look at the intro here. You've got the move ring, which tracks your calories burned. You've got the exercise ring, which does anything above a brisk walk. And then you've got the stand ring, which you have to stand up for at least a minute each hour to collect the stand hour. And then you can go ahead and hit get started and it starts to track your rings here. So the more you move, you can scroll down here and see all the calories that you've burned in the day. You can scroll down and see all the exercise we've had in the day. And we can scroll down and see how much we stood in the day. You've got to stand up for at least 1 minute to get one of these blue stand hours. And you can modify your goal just by pressing the plus and minus button right here in the lower right. You can swipe up and you see that plus and minus button right there in the lower right on all of the options here between move, exercise, and stand. So this is the fitness app right here on your Apple Watch, and this tracks your steps. We can scroll down to the very bottom. We can see how many steps we've had today, the distance, and the flight climbed, and any activities like workouts that we've occurred on the Apple Watch. So this is the fitness app, the activity app, and we can take a look at the workout app next, which is right beside the fitness app. We tap on workout. It looks like the green icon with the person moving inside. You tap on that and you've got various different workouts here. You can do an indoor walk, you can do an outdoor walk, indoor run, outdoor cycle, indoor cycle. They've got dozens of various different workouts that you can do right here on your Apple Watch. We can start a hiking workout just by tapping on it right here. Ready, counts down from 3, and just like this, it begins a hiking workout. And you can see the time, how many calories you burn, your heart rate, any elevation gained, and all the different details. You can swipe over and access your music if you're playing on Spotify or Apple Music or another streaming service. And you can swipe over to the very left here in the workout, create a segment, or pause. You can see a segment was just created right there. It tracks that. We can pause the workout and it stops the timer, or we can resume it, or we can end it. And now you can come over here and end the workout or start a new workout. So we'll go ahead and say we're sure and end the workout. So this is the workout app. It goes in tandem with the activity app. If we go back to all of our apps by pressing the digital crown and tap on the activity app, we can scroll down here and any workouts will be attached right here at the very bottom of this application. So if we had our hiking workout and we made some significant progress, it will save it and put it right here inside of the fitness activity app. So really cool that we can come in here and track all of our health, our steps, our workouts right here using our Apple Watch, using those 2 apps. By far one of the best features of the Apple Watch. Next up, let's take a look at communication. How do we communicate using the Apple Watch? If we press the digital crown, we get access to all of our apps, and the top 3 communication apps are at the very top. You've got the phone, mail, and messages. You can open up the phone, and it's a phone pad. You can come over here, tap that phone pad, and dial the phone number, and make a phone call, and it uses your iPhone to process that phone call. If you have an Apple Watch with a cellular chip in it, you can process that phone call without your iPhone nearby. But if you do not have an Apple Watch with a cellular chip in it, your iPhone will need to be nearby. You can come over here, see your favorites, your recents, your contacts, and voicemail, and you can communicate right here on your Apple Watch using the phone app. And of course, anytime you get a phone call, it'll appear right here on your Apple Watch. We can hit the digital crown, go back to all of our applications, and we can check out the Mail application. Mail would like to send notifications. We can hit the allow button so we know when we get an email, and then all of our email messages will be transferred from our phone app, and we can open up Mail and check out any of the messages inside of the Mail application. And then lastly, we've got the Messages app. We can tap on the Messages app, and we can see all of our messages right here, and we can tap on a message thread. We can even type a message. It has a full keyboard right here. I can say hi. You just swipe to type. You just select, a letter, and then you start drawing lines to the next letter. So I can say this is a typing. It said routine. I can press the back button to delete. I say typing. Oh, it's got typing right there in the autocorrect. I can go ahead and type that. Typing and then demo. So you can see it's a bit challenging to write right here on the Apple Watch, but you can keep trying until you get your word. Or you can use dictation. Let's try that. We can press this voice button right here, and then scroll down and dismiss, demo. And then I'm going to hit cancel because it started listening to us prior. So we can try this again. We can press a message and then press the voice demo. This is a typing demo. And then I can hit send, just like that. So you've got multiple methods here to message people on the Apple Watch. One of my favorite methods is the quick suggestions they've got at the very bottom. Anytime you get a message, it uses machine learning to recognize what the message said and then offers some suggestions. So you can just scroll down and tap on a response that it's predicted for you. So you can say, can I call you later? And it automatically sends it just like that. So really cool that you can come in here, you've got full message capabilities right here on your Apple Watch, whether you're typing and swiping, whether you're using dictation. You can come over here, you can use stickers and emoji at the very bottom right here. We can tap on the emoji option, we can tap an emoji and hit send. So they've got full capabilities. The message, you can tap on the App Store and use all of your favorite iMessage apps on the watch. You've got Memoji, Find My, Images, you can find GIFs, Apple Cash, and voice recordings, and the lovely heart app and drawing app that we have here. I love using 2 fingers to hold down on this heart app and then send a heart right here. So you can communicate right here on your Apple Watch. It's a lovely way to stay in touch, especially if you want to do it very fast and quick. A message comes in on your Apple Watch, you can tap it and respond to it immediately. So those are the 3 ways you can communicate on your Apple Watch. You've got phone, mail, and messages. A very easy way to come in here. You've got all the apps that are on your iPhone, and you can communicate with anyone using Apple Watch. To see the best AI tools and apps, go to appfind.ai for a full list of hundreds of tools. Also, subscribe to our weekly newsletter using the link in the description at appfind.ai/newsletter to get a weekly email update of the best AI tools in your inbox. And make sure to sign up for other recommended newsletters as well. That way, you can always stay up to date with the latest AI tools in tech. Thanks for checking out today's video on the Apple Watch. If you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to figure out when we come out with our next technology video. We love producing these videos for you. Let us know what your favorite Apple Watch feature is in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let us know how much you liked it. We loved making this video for you, and we can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.